Next week, we'll be discussing American Animals from 2018. Tom, how was your watch?
Oh God. I watched it on the computer. I finished it off at work because I couldn't get through it the night before. I uh, so I think the worst movie we've watched, in my opinion, was Joker. This was biting Joker's butt, though, in terms of bad films. It's profoundly ugly in its sort of attitude, and its characters aren't very interesting. So and there's this aspect to it where the movie's kind of about what's true and what isn't. How is memory failing or affording us visions of the world that may or may not exist? And it doesn't do a damn thing. These kind of reflections on memory don't change a thing about the plot or really tell us anything about the characters that those kind of reflections wouldn't have told us. So the thing that the movie got a lot of credit for from critics, I found to be like sort of the strangest and most useless thing about it. I thought it was a very bad movie, though we finally got to see a full performance from the new Joker. So I guess that's something. How about you, Chris? How was your first watch?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of liked it. I definitely liked it more than you did. I look forward to our discussion next week when we actually do the full episode. I'm very curious as to why you didn't like it as much as you did. This is the first time I saw it. I watched it on my TV. It was streaming on Amazon Prime, I believe. I didn't know anything about it except what KJ had told me that it was a movie that Movie Pass had decided to produce because they were decided to distribute because they had analytics that said it was going to be great. I could definitely see where some of the influences come. Like they even do an homage to Ocean's 11, like right in the middle of the heist of it, which is on the it was as on the nose as you could possibly get. I found it in an easy watch. It wasn't arduous. It's not a movie I'm probably going to watch again anytime soon, but I enjoyed it and I look forward to our discussion. I want to see if I can sway you just a little bit to why this isn't the worst piece of garbage you've ever seen. What about you, KJ? What did you think?
So I watched this kind of close to release, actually. I'd gotten it from the library on Blu-ray because, as Chris mentioned, this was the result of MoviePass's grand business plan and algorithm, and we'll get into it next week because I was pretty obsessed with MoviePass, not so much as a customer, although it was great being a customer, but just how on earth they were going to make any money and they weren't just going to bleed money like crazy. And I thought this movie must have been the answer to that. The beginning of the movie is kind of corny, like everybody's saying, but I thought the heist was really fun. It was pretty intense and it was pretty good. How about you, Nick? What do you think?
I had pretty low expectations for this film, just kind of understanding how it came to be and how it was put on our radar here. However, I didn't think it was as bad as I thought it would be. I know that's odd praise there. I did kind of enjoy it. I was along for the ride. The things that jumped out at me were more the experimental nature of different techniques of telling the story. I'm going to definitely talk about that more next week, but it felt very disjointed. They were just trying a lot of things and didn't cut any of the techniques. They just were like, we're going to just see what works, but we're going to put it all in there. So that's kind of more of what pulled me out of the film. But I actually didn't dislike it. Nowhere near where Tom is at. I can get through it. I'm not going to watch it again. But yeah, it's a movie. American Animals is available on Amazon's Prime Video at the time of this recording.